Your name isn't on tonight's list. The maitre d', Douglas Morrow, shoulders squared like marble columns, raised a hand as though directing traffic rather than greeting patrons. I have the email confirmation, Ariel Perez replied, sliding a printout across the rose quartz podium. Table for two, 7:15. Douglas scanned the sheet with theatrical scrutiny. That reservation was cancelled an hour ago. I never cancelled. Ariel's voice trembled, equal parts frustration and disbelief. She'd chased 3 project deadlines, dashed home to dress, and braved Friday traffic for her first proper anniversary dinner since immigrating to Los Angeles 5 years earlier. Douglas tapped the screen. Perhaps your credit card failed. It's valid. Then perhaps you misunderstood the policy. We require advance approval for special culinary requests. He eyed her mustard gold dress, crisp yet simple. We are a prix-fixe establishment, not a buffet. Ariel blinked. I didn't request anything special. Behind her, diners clustered in 2s and 4s, swiping on phones, waiting for escorts to tables glowing under hand-blown chandeliers. Some threw sympathetic glances, others averted eyes. Before we continue this story, let us know where you're watching from. If you enjoy stories like this, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, because tomorrow we have another special story for you. Ariel's fiancé, Levy, late after a film set delay, had texted, "Parking now, be there in 2." Ariel held hope like a fragile shell. Douglas flicked a dismissive smile. If you still wish to dine, I can place you on the terrace at 9:30. Patio heaters are functioning, mostly. That's 2 hours away. Michelin magic takes patience. Ariel inhaled. She was used to micro-slights, the coffee barista who mocked her accent, the landlord who raised rent then offered discounts to newer non-immigrant tenants. But tonight she'd promised Levi no drama, just celebration. "We'll wait," she managed, cheeks burning. Douglas's lips twitched, a victory smirk, and he scribbled a note on the wait list. "Enjoy the lounge." He gestured toward a dim alcove where couples balanced cocktails on knee-high stools. Ariel trudged there, heart sinking. 2 minutes later, Levi breezed through doors, tall, bearded, thoughtful lines etching his actor's face. A man recognized more often than not, though he never mentioned it. He took one look at Ariel clutching her coat and frowned. "What happened?" She whispered the story. Levi's brows knitted, anger glinted, but he steadied it. "I'll speak to the manager." "Don't," Ariel pleaded. "Let's just leave." "Love, this is about respect." Levi approached the podium. Douglas straightened, recognizing him. "Mr. Ashford, pleasure." Tone flipped from frosty to syrupy. "Table will be ready shortly." Levi's voice chilled. "I hear my fiancé's reservation was cancelled." Douglas chuckled. "Simple mix-up, computer glitch. Fix it." "Of course. 10 minutes." Ariel's phone buzzed. Group text from her film crew friends. "Levi's interview trending. Cannes favorite returns." She sighed. His spotlight never dimmed, yet he never flaunted it. 10 minutes passed. Douglas avoided eye contact. 15. Cocktail lounge filled with louder chatter. Ariel watched minute hand creep, stomach growling over piano jazz. Levi squeezed her hand. "We'll give him 5 more," he said. At 25-minute mark, Levi strode back. "Status?" Douglas donned regretful smile. "Sommelier delayed resetting wine pairings. Our earliest 2-top is still 9:30. Levi's jaw set. "You lied." "Sir, we treat all guests equally." He glanced at Ariel, implication clear. "Equally, just not equally welcome." Levi exhaled, the calm before precision. "My fiancée confirmed days ago, flew her mother from Seattle for this weekend. You dismissed her until I arrived, then extended false promise. Apologize and seat us now." Conversations hushed nearby. Douglas's cheeks colored. "Security can escort you outside if you continue disturbance." Ariel's heart plummeted. She tugged Levi's sleeve. "Let's go." He shook his head gently, eyes softening at her vulnerability. Then he pulled phone, typed rapid message and pocketed it. 11 minutes later, double doors at entry swept open. Flashbulbs burst. In walked Hollywood's elusive icon, Gideon Kane, Levi's longtime mentor and star of the decade's biggest action franchise. Paparazzi attempted to follow. Security blocked them. Gideon moved with panther calm, bespoke black suit draping lean frame, silver in his hair matching intensity of his gaze. Behind him came Kendra Elias, influential food critic whose column could skyrocket or sink any eatery. And trailing them, Chef Gianni Petrelli, globally renowned, rumored to award partnership to one new American restaurant annually for his elite supper club network. Douglas blinked, mouth ajar. Gideon extended hand, not to Douglas, but to Ariel. "You must be the one Levi brags about," he said warmly. "Tonight's young architect of hearts, yes?" He bowed slightly. Cameras outside flashed through glass. Gasps spread from tables. Ariel sputtered a greeting. Levi whispered, "I asked a few friends to join." Douglas found his voice. "Mr. Kane!" "Always an honor. Your table is ready immediately." He motioned toward plush banquette in prime center. Gideon's smile stayed friendly yet firm. "We'll sit wherever Miss Perez wishes." He turned to Ariel. "Lead the way." Ariel swallowed nerves, scanning restaurant, diners, craned necks, waitstaff frozen mid-pour. She locked eyes with Douglas. "Our original table will be fine, if it exists," Douglas stammered. Of course." He snapped at hostesses. "Prepare table 7." They scurried, rolling linen like emergency triage. In less than a minute, they escorted party to elegant corner, previously double-booked. Douglas personally pulled chairs, his earlier arrogance wilted. Levi seated Ariel, Gideon sat beside critic Kendra, Chef Gianni opposite. Menus appeared, but Gianni closed his. "We'll enjoy Chef's tasting," he told waiter, "though I might request a few off-menu improvisations." Waiter nodded, wide-eyed. Douglas hovered. "May I bring champagne?" Gideon eyed Ariel. She nodded politely. "Please." Douglas dashed away. Kendra whispered to her recorder, observing service quality shift from frost to fawning within seconds. Noted. Douglas overheard, paling. First course arrived, truffle gougères, followed by scallop carpaccio shimmering like nacre. Conversation flowed. Gideon shared anecdotes from set. Gianni debated fermentation times for sinigang-inspired consommé. Ariel described designing sustainable public housing in Quezon City. Chef listened rapt, promised to donate to her Manila housing non-profit. Mid-meal, Gideon signaled sommelier. "Miss Perez prefers wines with tropical acidity, yes?" Ariel blinked. Levi must have told him. Sommelier presented a rare New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. Ariel tasted passion fruit brightness, smiled. Douglas watched from shadows, sweating. He whispered to sales manager, "Make 0 mistakes." Yet mistakes already brewed. Kendra studied cutlery placement, salad fork missing for Ariel. She jotted. Gideon noticed Douglas fretting, called him over. "My friend Levi explained earlier trouble. Care to clarify?" Douglas swallowed. "An unfortunate system error, sir." Levi interjected, calm but lethal. "You cancelled my fiancé's reservation before I arrived, citing jacket code and double booking. Why?" Silence thickened. Diners eavesdropped shamelessly. In corner, a couple live-streamed. Douglas opened mouth, closed it. Finally muttered, "Miscommunication." Gideon's gaze hardened. Discrimination disguised as policy is the oldest miscommunication. He turned to Gianni. "Chef, your evaluation?" Gianni sipped soup, pondering. "Food respectable, service variables unstable." He fixed Douglas with chef-knife stare. "I back restaurants of integrity." Douglas's face blanched as if doused in roux white. The 7-course meal concluded with uber lavender macaron, Gianni's spontaneous request, which pastry chef executed brilliantly. Gideon rose, tapped spoon to glass, room quieted. "I've shared tables from Tokyo to Turin," he addressed diners. "Tonight I witnessed how one person's prejudice nearly deprived us of this cuisine." Gasps, murmurs. Gideon gestured to Ariel. "Miss Perez's grace reminds us hospitality flows 2 directions." Levi took her hand, stood. "We accept apologies when accompanied by change." He faced Douglas. Cameras clicked. Douglas shuffled forward. "Miss Perez, Mr. Ashford, apology from myself and the restaurant. I invite you to return as honored guests, no waitlist." Ariel considered. She spoke. Voice clear. "We will return if every guest, regardless of accent, attire or complexion, receives the welcome you reserve for celebrity." Applause rippled across room. Kendra rose, recording. "My readers will savor that quote." Douglas paled anew. Chef Gianni approached Ariel. "I host secret pop-ups blending cultures. Your Filipino heritage interests me. Would you consult?" Her eyes widened. She nodded. Gideon grinned, raising champagne glass. "To tables we refuse, to build better ones." Everyone toasted. Douglas retreated like a shadow shrinking at dawn. Outside, paparazzi converged. Levi shielded Ariel, but she faced flashes, newfound poise. Reporters asked, "How did it feel being dismissed then welcomed?" She answered, "Hurt, then hopeful. Tonight proves we can flip scripts." Next morning, headlines blared. Manager snubs woman of color, stunned when Hollywood elite back her. Video of Douglas's apology topped trending feeds. Bookings plummeted. Owner summoned him. 2 weeks later, restaurant announced diversity training partnership with local cultural center. Ariel invited as keynote speaker, Gianni as guest chef for Filipino-French fusion evening, proceeds to her Manila housing fund. At event, Douglas, demoted to assistant manager, met Ariel at entrance. He offered genuine apology letter. She accepted, saying, "People can't change past seating, but they can pull up new chairs." They shook hands. Gianni's pop-up series with Ariel sold out globally: Paris, Singapore, Manila. She launched design firm specializing in inclusive restaurant spaces. One evening after final Paris service, Levy proposed anew with ring made of reclaimed Filipino gold. She laughed through tears. "Thought I already said yes," he replied, saying yes again after growth tastes sweeter. So, how would you have served justice to Douglas? Was his demotion enough, or did he deserve a harsher palate cleanser? Drop your thoughts below, and if you loved watching prejudice get plated and devoured, hit that subscribe button so you're first to feast on our next story layered with twists and respect.